Alright class, in this video we're going to talk about doing sectional and detail views inside of Fusion 360. The assignment's right here. We're going to take your toy windmill and we're going to create a sheet size A. We have to fill out our title block. We have to have an isometric view in it. We have to have orthographic views. You get to pick how many, but a minimum of 3. A sectional view cutting your windmill in half vertically, which then is going to be named, and you have to put dimensions in there so we understand what's happening with this. Detail view, you can choose what needs to be called out, so we're detailing, and the parts list with balloons and labels. So with that said, let's go ahead and get going on this. All right. With that, let's go ahead and get going. We have our windmill here. I just grabbed a windmill that a student designed, and we're going to go ahead and create a sheet on this thing. When I'm talking about a sectional view, we can see this in the design side of it. If we come to inspect, we can do a sectional analysis. It'll ask us which plane we want to use. I'm just going to use this one right here. Let's flip it over. And then if I push this thing back, you're going to see that I can now look partway through this thing and see what this thing looks like at different aspects. So that's what we're talking about, but we want this in the paper version or on our sheet so that we can put dimensions in and we'd be able to understand sizing. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to do is go ahead and come to Design and then go down to Drawing from Design. It's going to go ahead and start generating our sheets. I'm just going to take the computer a second here. There we go. We're going to do the full assembly. This is a new drawing set, so I'm going to leave that there. My template, I'm just going to do this from scratch. Since I'm working in inches, I'm going to leave the standard as ASME. My sheet size, let's go ahead and use this will be an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. You can choose vertical or horizontal, it's up to you. I'm going to go with a vertical one here. Say OK. And this is going to start creating our sheet for us. Just give this thing a second here. There we go. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our base view. I don't like this front because the way this thing's designed, I don't have as much detail as I think I could have. So let's see what the left side looks like. There we go. There's our windmill. I'm going to go ahead and set this thing, I think, up here. Should be good. And I'm going to choose my visible edges. I'm not going to shade this thing because this is going to be the beginning of my orthographic views. So I'll say OK, and there we go. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and project these things. So I'm going to go ahead and select my base, move off to the left, yes, move to the top, let's move to the bottom so we can see the different parts of this thing. Check mark that. Let's project off of this one so I can see the back. Something like that should work. And then I'll project one more time. Let's take this one here. Do that. Just working around a little bit so we get in a good position. There we go. All right. So this gives us now our orthographic drawings. I have my main, top, bottom, left, right, back. So I'm happy with that. Let's put another image in here. We're supposed to have an isometric. So if this thing, what's it look like from the home position? Well, I'm happy with that. Put that in the upper right corner. And let's just make that one shaded. It'll look cool. I'm going to leave my scale 1 to 4. I'll be happy with that. I can always change this later. Okay, so we now have our orthographic. We have our isometric in here. Down here, your project should already be named for you. The title of your file is right here. Sheet size is already in there. Your scale is in there because that's what we originally put in. It has that's being drawn by me and the date. And it has our sheet number. I don't have to worry about that. We don't have a DWG number, so we can ignore that. This is the first version, so the rev will be 0 or just leave it blank. I don't care about the weight or the code. I am going to put a note in this thing. We're going to be dimensioning this thing. I'm going to put cap locks on, all dimensions in inches. There we go. Happy with that. And the approved and check, that can be left blank as well. So my title block is filled out. All right, so I think we've done sheets at this point already, so you've kind of done these things already. Let's go ahead and create our sectional view. To do that, we come right up here to the top. We have sectional view. What is it we want to section off? I want this thing to go vertical. So if I were to click my parent here and go this way, I'd be getting the front and back, but I wouldn't get the blades or anything like that. I think I'm going to do this off the bottom, or off the top. Let's do it off the top. I'll grab that one here. I'm going to get on the middle, and I'm going to put my first point way out here off to the left and move horizontally out to the right. There you go. And now I can hit check mark. It's going to start to place this thing. You can see this thing wants to go vertical, whatever. So I'm going to go, which version of this thing? Let's go this way. Now at this point, once I have it pulled down, if I hold down the shift key or click the shift key, I can now move this thing around. Did I really want that view? Actually, I don't think I want that one. Let's go the opposite way. Sectional view, let's do this one. See if it's any better. Okay. That's the same thing. Okay. So I think this will work. I'm just going to make this thing vertical. Oops. One more time. Sectional view. Actually, let me do this one. There we go. That's what I really wanted. This will be fine. I'm going to move it over. Now I'm going to click shift so I can move this thing down. And let's bring this thing out here. And say OK. And there's my sectional view. What this thing is doing, it is cutting this thing in a vertical alignment. And then I can see going this direction. Here are my blades. I'm happy with this thing. All right. So let me go ahead and dimension this thing out a little bit. Want to know how big this thing is. It's apparently 2 inches at the base. Let's see how tall this thing is. Dimension, still on that tool. From that point to that point. This thing's apparently 7 inches vertical. Okay. Let me move this 2 on the inside real quick. There we go. Let's dimension blade to blade. So tip to tip. And that's 5 inches. So I know that this thing is going to completely be encompassed at 7 inch by 5 inch, with the base being 2 inches. Very good. Let's bring it down just a little bit. There you go. Next thing you can see is that this thing is a sectional view right there. It's telling me that. I'm going to bring this up a little bit because I'm going to need that space. So I now have this sectional view. I'm good to go there. So now I have to have a detail view. I need to call something out here. And I think with that, I am going to call out what looks like something to be fun. Let's call out this little section right here so people can see what's really happening. I'm going to create detail view, select the parent. It's going to come off of here. Zoom in a little bit. Specify the center point. Let's center this thing right about there. Looks good. And I think this is what I'm going to want to call out. And there it is. And you can see that my detail view is much larger. I'll move this down here. And let's go ahead and give visible and hidden edges. So we can now see what this thing is doing. I'm going to move my detail view label. There we go. Right here. So we know that this is detail B, which is right there. We can see our B. If I wanted to, I can even give dimensions here. This thing is 1 inch off. And from here to here, that has a 1/4 inch post. Very good. Actually, I think my 1 inch is off here. Let's do it there to there. There you go. So it's actually 0.7 inch offset, it looks like. Oh, no. There you go. Come on. I don't know why it's not snapping. But anyway, there we go. Last thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and do my table. I'm going to do this automatic table. Again, it's going to ask me to select my parent. I'm going to grab this main drawing. I'm going to select this thing in the bottom left. And I'm going to go ahead and edit this thing out. Do I need the item? Yes. I need the quantity of them? Yes. Do I need a part number? Yes, because that's where I name these things. I don't need the description. I don't need the material. And I'm going to make this thing table direction down so the table actually runs from top to bottom. Close. And now I just need to move my balloons so they're not impeding. There we go. And I think we're about got this now. Everything's inside the square or the rectangle, my boundary lines. It's in there. I know what everything was labeled in here. I am dimensioned out. So this will now fulfill my my parts. I have a sheet size A. I have my title box filled out. I have an isometric view in the top right corner. I have the orthographic view of the windmill. Minimum of 3. I actually put all 6 of them in there. See your sectional view right here, and it is named AA based off of here A to A. And then I have my sectional view dimensioned for the ones that I wanted to present. I have my detail view right there, and just because I wanted to call that area out right there. And I have my parts list with balloons. If there are any questions, please let me know.